Hey guys, Shane here with One Shift at a Time, and we're back doing the NHL Power Rankings. We're into week 6. A little late on this one, do apologize for that. Just, busy. Anyway, get right into it, dropping down to number 10. They're down 3 spots this week, and it is the Winnipeg Jets. They had a great first game against the Oilers, then McDavid kind of stole one there, but then losing to the Canucks. So I almost gave him a wash with the win and the loss against the Oilers. Didn't move them up or down because of that. But then losing to the Canucks definitely dropped them down a bit because the Canucks, of course, were able to snap their 5-game skid by beating them. They play on Sunday they play pretty quickly here as they host the Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow. So we'll see if they can jump right back at it. Pittsburgh has been playing pretty good, but they've been shorthanded, but they've been playing good hockey. So we'll see. Number 9. And they've been working their way up since the start of the season. Really rough start, but the last 3 weeks they've been working their way up, and they're finally appearing in the top 10. And that is the Vegas Golden Knights. A solid win last night against the Blue Jackets, down 2-0. Came back. Doesn't seem to be a problem for them to come back in games like that. And they're not fully healthy yet. They still have some guys to come back to line up. When that happens, watch out west. Vegas is back. They never seem to have bad seasons, eh? Number 8, the Anaheim Ducks, and wow, their winning streak was just snapped. But wow, they've put together quite a series again, just like the Golden Knights. Started a little slow, but have really put it together. Their loss was to the Carolina Hurricanes, so I'm not going to punish them too hard for that. I watched for them to really push back. The Pacific / West Central. They're pretty crazy this year. You're either good or bad. There's not really. It doesn't seem to be much of a middle. What better storyline do we have this year than the Troy Terry storyline coming out of Anaheim too? I love this kid being on a tear like that. It's awesome. It's great for the game. They take on the Nashville Predators this week, so they'll probably bounce right back. We'll see. Nashville's kind of hot and cold. Going 2-1 this week, and they had a chance to go 3-1 if the Sens game wasn't cancelled, and that is the New York Rangers. They beat the Habs and the Devils, so some fair opponents there for sure. And then they lost to Toronto, just only 2-1 though. So we'll see. They look to bounce back against the Sabres tonight. I think that's easily doable. So that should put them back on the winning track, and yeah. I think 7th is a good place for the Rangers. We'll see. I think they're a good team, and see if they can continue to move on up. Number 6, we have the Calgary Flames. They're on the tail end of another really long road trip, and so far they've done really good on both these road trips. I think they're 3-1-2 on this one. They go into Boston tonight, and I think they have a good chance of winning that game too. If they do, when you get... what would that be? 10 out of 14 points if they beat Boston. That would be a very successful road trip. And they're scoring first often and scoring often. They got the first goal against the New York Islanders in their brand new building and the first win. It's hilarious that the Atlanta Flames also got the first win at the Nassau Coliseum. That's kind of hilarious. But yeah, as I said, they took on the Bruins today, so we'll see how they go. And number 5, going 3-1 this week, we have the Washington Capitals. They fresh off back-to-back shutouts, and Ovechkin is just leading in every statistical category for like goals, assists, points. He's got 14 goals, 15 assists, 29 points. There's no reason they don't win tonight as they take on the Kraken and just continue. That'll put them to 4-1 this week. Well, this week technically. I'm going to count tonight's game into next week's because it is Sunday. Number 4, and that the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to take the number 4 spot this week. They were 2-1 this week, so not horrible. They did beat Buffalo by 1, which is kind of concerning, and then they lost to a very stripped down Penguins team, 2-0. Jari's playing good, so maybe not fully the Leafs' fault. We'll see if they can bounce back as they do play the Islanders in their brand new UBS arena. See if they can mimic what the Flames did last night. Should be interesting to see how Tavares is received if he still gets the boo birds out. I know they haven't seen him last season because of course they were in a different division, and then the season before was kind of not really fans. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he's received. And number three, same as last week, we have the Edmonton Oilers. They also went 2-1 this week. Again, I didn't really punish them for the Jets because they split with them. I think they're both really good teams. Anything other than a split, one of those teams would have been punished. Whatever team lost the two. So. I did like the effort that they put out in Chicago. They poured it on in the first, and then they kept the pressure on enough to hold on to the lead there and playing some great hockey. I mean, I don't even need to tell you that McDavid just undressed all the Jets players just like he did to the New York Rangers the week before. Draisaitl's amazing. Like I think the only real story is that Skinner and Koskinen are holding the load for the Oilers. Unfortunately, Nurse getting injured. That does suck. Number two, and back up to number two this week. We have the Florida Panthers. They won all three of their games this week. They toppled the Islanders, the Devils, and the Wild, and they lead the league with 3.9 goals for a game, and they're fifth in the league at in goals against the game, and you're going to win a lot of games with those two stats like that when you score the most and allow the least in. So they host the Flyers on Wednesday, so they have a couple days off, and yeah, we'll see if the Florida Panthers can continue this insane run. And number one for the second week and third week out of four, the number one team is the Carolina Hurricanes. We're in the sixth week, and most of the teams have played about 20% of their games, and the Hurricanes have still only lost 2 games. They're 14-2. It's just insane. That's an insane record. And the winning should continue as they take on the Sharks and then the Kraken. So a good chance to really put some insane start together. That's going to be tough for anyone to catch in the East there. Thanks again for tuning in. As always, let me know what your choices are in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, share this thing around, and as always, see you guys in the next episode. Take care.